Saturday night PMac. It is kind of early. It's only 7 something, so we'll see if we get some folks in the hizzy here. We got some goodies here from Sony. One from Disney. Maybe watch some of the stuff tonight. We'll see. There's more BS. Layla's barking her head off outside. Always fun. Neighbor's got a party going on out there that Charmy's at, so Layla's barking her head off. Got all my recent purchases here to take a look at. Looks like we might have a couple people in the hizzy here. PS5 4K movie essentials. These must be, this must have been a pretty early 4K box set. Maybe not though, 2020, not too bad. Why is Layla barking her head off is the question. Jeremy's definitely not going to be happy with me about that. So we are looking for some interaction here on PMac Movies. Mike, is that Michael Kempton in the hizzy? Morbius, such a shame that this wasn't a better movie. They gave it a nicer slipcover here than it probably deserves. Nice slippy at least. That is a nice lenticular slippy. Very poor movie. I guess it's a little popcorn entertainment, but 104 minutes. I thought it was shorter than that. The one and only Michael Kempton. So the interesting thing is like the quality control now, and I suspect pretty much all these discs are being made in Mexico at this point. We had that with like a lot of the scratching issues started. I mean, there were never scratches if you buy a Blu-ray when Blu-ray started for quite a while, for several years. You might get one light scratch here or there. I believe it started with Criterion. You would get a bunch of scratches on discs. And Sony was one of the best. I think Sony was probably one of the ones that held out for a while, but now it looks like they're probably manufacturing their discs in Mexico too, because I mean, taking a look at the cliff, I'll see if I can show you guys. So this brand new, never used, still factory sealed Cliffhanger 4K. Let's open this baby up and show you guys. It's going to be hard. It's hard. You have to get the lighting just right to be able to see it. So I might not be able to. The Blu-ray is way worse than the 4K, I believe. You know, the 4K has quite a few scratches also. Hopefully it'll play okay. But yeah, this one. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Yeah, you have to have the lighting just right, and it's just going to take too long. But yeah, there's a lot of scratches on these. And then, I mean, there was scratching on both Morbius discs. I think A Few Good Men was good, although several of them on the Blu-ray, they were scratched a little bit on the side. The 4Ks were okay. Nightmare Before Christmas, Disney, several scratches in one area on the 4K. Mask of Zorro was pretty good. Lyle Lyle Crocodile, I believe, was good. Revenge and Mermaid, I believe, were good. I think the natural discs were good. The case was beat up a little bit. But, and then Resident Evil, a bunch of the Blu-rays had scratches. And then the 4Ks were good until I got to the very last movie, which had some decent length light scratches. This one, the final chapter. Yeah, it's got some long scratches on it. So that's concerning. Nice set, though. I don't know what the issue is with all these scratches, but apparently it's not costing them. Mike says, I've heard of Morbius. Not surprising it isn't great since it's a recent one. Haven't seen a newer great movie in a long time. Yeah. I have Cliffhanger 4K. It's pretty decent, old school, over-the-top slide. That opening scene is pretty intense, and the bad guys are fun. I've seen Cliffhanger, and I didn't care for it a lot, but it's been a while, so I need to watch it again. Mask of Zorro is an all-timer for me. Blew me away as a kid when I saw it in theaters. Yeah, I remember the Mask of Zorro being on TV several times, and I always really liked it whenever it was on. So it was actually one that I had heard it was in the Walmart 750 bins, and I don't think the Walmart near me got it. Like, I was looking for that thing. I was really looking for that thing, like, several times, and I was so disappointed when I could not find it. It was the 2-pack with the Mask of Zorro and the Legend of Zorro. I really, really wanted it. And then I stumbled across it for $5 at FYE, and I was very excited to get it. And then I haven't watched it since I've watched, like, I had the DVD of it, and I watched that, and I had watched it when it was on TV. But I never actually have watched the Blu-ray of it, even though I was waiting so long to get it. But now I have the 4K. I do intend to. It would be good to be able to rewatch it here on the 4K, and then I can pull out my Blu-ray 2-pack and watch The Legend of Zorro, which, as far as I know, does not have a Blu-ray. It would be cool if this steelbook had both of them. It'd be nice. I hear The Legend is not as good as The Mask. Where did I put those two? I probably put it in the L section. Let's see if I can find it. It could be right behind me here. If I put it under that. I also could have put it with all my multi-packs, which is probably where I put it. Got the Leprechaun set. Last of the Mohicans is a good one. I could rewatch that. Very rewatchable. Let's see, is it over here? I don't see it. Oh, no, that's not it. I thought I saw it, but it was something else. This Leprechaun set reminded me, Walmart is getting in these, like, steelbook sets for several of the horror franchises. Mike says, QC has gone down the drain. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially now that they're going out to this like Mexican plant apparently, where you get just tons of scratch discs. So Walmart's putting out these sets with steelbooks. I think the Leprechaun one is like, and I guess I don't know every movie that's in it, but as far as I know, the Leprechaun one is $40. I mean, this has been pretty consistently 15. It's possible I got it even cheaper. I think I did pay 15 though. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4 disc set. Leprechaun here. I've only seen the first one, and I don't even know if I saw all the first one, and that wasn't even on this. I believe that was I don't know. I think it was probably on TV, and I saw some of it. But I just thought that was interesting that they have like Saw, which you can get the Saw movies have been like $10. I don't know how nice of a set that is, the $10 one, but I suspect it might be the same or very similar, if not the same, the $10 Saw set that you can get versus the Steelbook, which is like, I think it was 30 or more than that. Let me double check here. So the Saw set is also $40 just for the Steelbook. I mean, they're decent looking Steelbooks. Halloween 1 and 2, $25. The Blair Witch Project and Blair Witch, $25, which, you know, those have been cheap. The Firefly trilogy, the Rob Zombie Lionsgate movies, $30, which I think I got the trilogy for about 10, maybe 13. So these are things that have been very cheap, and now they're putting them out in steelbooks and like tripling the price of them, what they should be, I would say. The Natural, just a great movie. Robert Redford. Got to rewatch that one too. That might have been a PMac classic. We got 7 people in the hizzy. We only got Mike participating. What about the rest? What about the 6 others? Layla just keeps barking. I'm curious where that Zorro set is now, because I'm really going to want to watch the second one if I... When I watch this one soon. Hopefully it's not lost like RIPD 3D. Stepford Wives I still haven't watched. What is Layla barking about out there? Zorro. Get this out again. Nice steelbook. It's got inner artwork. Very nice. A disc that isn't scratched, which is very rare these days. Did I check the Blu-ray? It's probably all scratched up. Can't remember if I looked at it. Let me see here. A lot of times the Blu-ray discs and the steelbooks are different artwork than the regular ones. It's got some fingerprints on it, but it looks like it's alright otherwise. It's pretty obvious that at these factories where they make these, they just don't give a damn. The percentage of scratched discs is way, way higher than it should be. I feel like the artwork on the steel on the front of this is kind of underwhelming, actually. Like, it looks like it might be cool, but I like the colors of it. The back might actually be better than the front. One of my favorites, though. When I was younger, I think I used to get like this and the Phantom mixed up. Like, I couldn't remember. It would kind of get confused with the two movies. This and the Phantom, which is another good one. Where is the Phantom? It should be right behind me here. Treat Williams is in this. Treat Williams is the bad guy in this. Patrick McGowan is in this. This is a good. I could watch this again. I actually have two of these. I have the Lionsgate one, which people had issues with disc rot. Mine does not look like it has disc rot, but I got the Paramount one instead because that is one of my favorites from when I was a youngster. So, let's see. Mike says, heard the second Zero is not on the same level as first. Yes. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I've heard that too. Honestly, I would have given Anthony Hopkins the Best Actor award for Zero. He was amazing in it. Yeah, I don't remember enough specifics to be able to say that. But it's a good one. And it's a shame when a movie is this good like this, they can't make a good, or they didn't. I think they could, but they don't make a good sequel to it. You should be able to make another good movie based on a movie that's that good, but I guess not. Should be able to make a good Morbius movie too. You really should. Jared Leto plays in the Blade Runner 2049. His character, I gotta go through his character's dialogue again because there's some interesting stuff going on in that movie. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but it's something deep. There's some depth to it. Mike, what do you think about the Resident Evil movies? Have you seen these? I'll tell you one thing I don't like about this set, although I do like the set. The outer box is sturdy. The outer box is very nice. But what I don't like is that, like, if I put it on the shelf, you don't even know what it is. If I want to put it on the shelf like this, which I did originally, but now I'm thinking maybe I need to put it with box sets. Sounds like Jeremy's in here. Yeah.
Did you feed Layla?
Not yet. I'm making a live video.
Oh.
I played with her. She wanted to stay out. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. So you can't just put it on the shelf like this as far as like showing the title, like Resident Evil. No, it's but if you put it like this, I guess on the front it doesn't even. You just see the logo. But if you have the cover on it here, you can see it. They're the J card. But interesting how they designed this. It is nice though. It is a nice box. I'd like the Underworld one like that. Anybody out there have the Underworld? They released an Underworld box set similar to this, which is apparently out of print. I would not mind getting my hands on that for a reasonable price, or like a trade. Probably a trade. We got 10 people in the hizzy, only one participation. Jared Leto is an interesting cat. He owns that home in Laurel Canyon. They used to be used to edit war propaganda films or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, there's, I think there's various things associated with that house that he bought. As far as some music being made there or something like that. I don't remember, but pretty interesting stuff. Mike says he hasn't seen any of the Resident Evil movies. Yeah, they didn't really make the movies based on the games enough for it to really be there to be much to it. JD370, I have the Resident Evil and Underworld box sets. Oh man, I would love to get my hands on that Underworld box set. Hey Charmy.
Hey, Pam.
How was the party?
It was good. It was good. Had a chance to chit chat with
JD3730 interested in a trade for the Underworld box set? Probably not.
I can't find your glasses.
Where'd you use them last?
Here?
Want to watch a movie?
Sure.
Hey Charmy, have you ever seen A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise?
I think I have. I think I have.
You couldn't handle this movie. Mike says I enjoy the Underworld movies. Greg says PMac is back. He's back, baby. Gotta decide which movie to watch with Charmy. Let's go over some options since you guys are here. I was thinking Lyle Crocodile. She's acting like she's seen A Few Good Men, but I don't think she's actually sure. I got Revenge with Kevin Costner out. It sounds like this is going to be a pretty intense killing movie. I don't know if this is for nighttime viewing. Not the Smurfs. Basement Blues. Tone Zone's in the hizzy. Tone Zone, I bet, has that Underworld 4K set. The Natural. She's probably never seen The Natural. It's a great movie. I don't know if I feel like watching it tonight, though. Absolutely phenomenal. The Natural. Rise of Lycans is underrated. It may be. I have seen most of the Underworld movies. To be honest, I don't think I cared for them much beyond the first one. I thought they were just okay after the first one. Charmy has since went downstairs. We just went over to the neighbor's party. I came back and played with Layla for a while before I made this video. And she stayed there. She tends to like sitting around chit-chatting more than old PMac. I think she could sit around and chit-chat for hours. And then I'm pretty sure she's seen Mask of Zorro before, but I wouldn't mind rewatching it, and it's such a good movie. We'll see if she's interesting in watching it. Oh, Cliffhanger I was thinking about too. Concerned about the 4K disc possibly not working properly, but we'll see. I don't know. Several possibilities there. Oh man. Probably gonna sleep no matter what we watch, is the reality of it. Any takers on trading the Underworld 4K collection to PMac? A Bronx Tale? I don't think I have a Bronx Tale. Tone Zone says I need to hold on to my Underworld collection. Of course you do. You don't have duplicates of that? I wonder if at any point it would have made sense for me to get it. I vaguely remember it pondering getting it, and then I didn't, and now it looks like it's I think it's out of print. It might not be too expensive. I thought I saw around 80 bucks, which on Amazon it's around 150, Walmart 150. Yeah, so it's up there. I wouldn't be surprised. That sort of series is something they may put out again. What is this? GaronSport.com. Probably a fake website. They have it for $40. Probably a scam, most likely. Oh, it says you actually go to the site and it says $27.93. Yeah, this looks like some scam site or something. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's really went up in price, so holy cow. I guess I should have got... I vaguely remember maybe it being like $60, and I'm like, that price is looking pretty good right about now. Yeah, it sounds like the Underworld set is a very nice set, very nicely done. Nicer than the Resident Evil set, although I think the Resident Evil set is done pretty well the way they did that, but the Underworld one better. Let's see. Tone Zone says Resident Evil set sleeves bothered me. I mean, yeah, it's not top of the line. You'd rather have cases than these, but I've definitely seen worse sets, and I think the outer box is pretty high quality. Although on the outer box, it only says Resident Evil on the top. It doesn't say it on. It doesn't actually say Resident Evil on the front or the sides. Only the top, which is interesting. I may just have to get that set though. What set are you referring to, Tone Zone? Do you not have the Resident Evil set? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't get this one. There's definitely worse packaging out there. I mean, the discs are, they're not stacked, which is good. So I think, for the price it is on, the price it is right now on that eBay store, Please Rewind, it's definitely worth it. For less than 40 bucks to be able to get it. What time is it? It's almost 8, 1:45. Oh, so there's 4K steelbooks you have, Tone Zone? If you have 4K steelbooks of them, I wouldn't bother getting the set, but I pretty much only would want one copy of everything in my collection. Bruce Lee set has same type of sleeves as Resident Evil. The Bruce Lee 4K set. I have the Criterion set, and I think the Bruce Lee Criterion set is like the worst. It's like the fold-out one, I believe. Criterion's really just going by name at this point. Criterion's really not that great quality in my opinion. Plus most of the movies they get are artsy fartsy stuff, but you know, and it's they don't have good deals. I mean, when they have the half off sales, but it's still $20 a movie, um, and then you got to deal with their scratch discs. I was trying to think of names, so we got Scratch Factory. I think Criterion's gonna be Scratch Tyrion. We got those are the worst ones, but now they're all becoming bad now with Sony's downfall. I guess Sony would just be Scratchy. Yeah, I didn't like seek out that Bruce Lee set. They've released those Bruce Lee movies so many times. Criterion, yeah, that's good. They've released those Bruce Lee movies so many times. I got the Shout Select ones. Then not that long after, I got the I guess it would be. Was there another one between them and the Criterion? Shout Select, then the Criterion, now the Arrow 4Ks. Too much for me. I already have the Shout Selects and the Criterions. Maybe I could sell the Shout Selects. Yeah, Criterion is pretty weak in my opinion. We're gonna have to move to closing thoughts because I think Charmy is down there ready to do something. They were. Yeah, I mean, I think Criterion was like one of the first companies that came out with, from my understanding, I wasn't really buying movies back then, but they would come out with laser discs and such with the best bonus features, and then it went to DVDs, Blu-ray. So Criterion was always looked at as like top of the line because of the special features, the transfers, which it seems like a lot of Criterion transfers, if Criterion gets it and then like some British company gets it for the UK transfer tends to be better than the Criterion most of the time. Jad says I got the Redbox 4K Bruce Lee, but I didn't own any BL movies. I also got a Dragon 4K Steelbook. Very nice. Very nice. I'm done. I got the Criterion. I don't need Bruce Lee 4K. I remember the Shout, I believe it was Shout, put out like double feature of those Bruce Lee movies, and the picture quality was like worse than DVD when they originally put them out. Probably wasted some money on those too. I've bought those Bruce Lee movies too many times. All right, closing thoughts, and then PMac is going to probably watch a movie with Charmy. I did watch this yesterday after I got it, and actually enjoyed it quite a bit. The Invitation. Like this. We got pretty bad reviews, but enjoyed it. I like this kind of movie, though. I thought it was pretty good. Good atmosphere. Thirst. Is Thirst... Which... Is that an Australian movie, Thirst? Let me see here. I haven't seen it, but I think I have a few movies called Thirst. There's one that's like an Asian movie, and there's one that Severin put out. I guess it's not Australian. Spanish, it looks like, maybe. Korean Vampire Story. Yeah, so that is one that Kino put out. I do not have... I do have that one, but I haven't watched it. Looks like that one gets good reviews. Hello, physical movie collector. Is that a favorite of yours, Tone Zone? Mike says Arrow has set the standard in some ways. I think usually love their packaging and extras and everything. Yeah, Arrow's really good. Charles says, what's one movie you think that needs a 4K? I say 2001 horror movie called Joyride. Is that the one with Paul Walker in it? I mean, True Lies hasn't gotten a Blu-ray or a 4K, so that would be one. Hey, Charmy, are you ready to watch a movie now?
I don't know, for some reason my head is tired, like, probably because the sunglasses are getting too dark, and my vision is getting stressed. My eyes are getting stressed from focusing and looking at somebody.
Better take a rest.
Yeah, well,
Let's see. Tone Zone says, I just watched Thirst for the first time this week. I was surprised with how much I liked it. There's some pretty graphic scenes, though. Yeah, so let's see if I can find it over on the shelf. Tone Zone recommendation. You gotta get in the zone, the Tone Zone. So we're over at the T's here. Let's see. Do we see Thirst? There's some Asian movies right there. Eureka Aero Academy. Another Eureka. Where the heck is that Thirst movie? Tell no one, this is a great French movie. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That movie blew me away. Where the heck is that Thirst movie? This is not good. There's the other Thirst that I was talking about, the Severin one. Did I miss it? I think that's all my T's. Tone Zone says look for the black KL spines. Yeah, that's a good idea. Here it is right here. Thirst. Tone Zone recommendation. Oh, the director of the Vengeance trilogy made this, huh? Oh. Very interesting. That's one I have to watch. Probably Charmy isn't going to be interested in that one. I'm going to have to put it on my watch list on Instagram. All right, any closing thoughts here before we finish up? Because I'm going to go spend some time with Charmy and Layla here. Watch something. Any recommendations for the movie based on what I showed? So the options I'm thinking of: Lyle Lyle Crocodile, A Few Good Men, Cliffhanger, Joe Masiello in the hizzy, and Mask of Zorro. What should me and Charmy watch? Anybody excited to watch the NFL tomorrow? I have very mixed feelings. I'm sick of disappointment. Tone Zone says cliffhanger. That might be a good option because we were watching Stallone movies here recently. Not like this week. We finished the ones we were watching there. Was it last weekend? So cliffhanger is definitely a possibility. It's definitely a movie that I want to give another chance. Yes, back with the red Reebok shirt. I feel like this one fits me better than the royal blue one I have, but I'm not sure. Could just be in my mind. But yeah, it's a nice color red. Cliffhanger. It sounds like people are thinking cliffhanger. John Lithgow, Michael Rooker. I have seen Cliffhanger. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I think I probably did. I didn't care for it a ton, but it's been quite a while too. I don't know. Sometimes I'll have a movie. I'll get the movie on DVD, then I'll get it on Blu-ray, and then 4K. And I don't know if I ever had Cliffhanger on DVD, so I'm thinking I probably watched my Blu-ray of it. Pretty soon Walmart will sell Nike. How is the quality of Reebok from Walmart? Because you don't like the Reebok from like the 90s. I'm pretty sure it was sold. Maybe it's been sold several times, the company. So it's like not even the same thing as it was in the 90s. It's just it's passed along. You don't really know. So now they sell it at Walmart. I was actually going to Google that earlier. Like, I wonder how Reebok compares now to Nike, Under Armour, stuff like that. You enjoy the rest of your weekend too, Tone Zone. You watching another movie tonight? Or have you watched a movie? You mentioned Thirst. I don't know if that was today or just recent. I forgot what you said. My team is the Buffalo Bills. Breaking my heart every year. I am finishing up Dutch. I don't think I know what Dutch is. Interesting. What happened to Reebok? It was bought by German sporting goods company Adidas in 2005, then sold to the United States-based Authentic Brands Group in 2021. The company's global headquarters are located in Boston, Massachusetts and Seaport District. Nike's brand is ranked number 7 in the list of global top 100 brands. Reebok's brand is ranked number 530. I've liked some of the hoodies I've gotten, Reebok hoodies I've gotten here. Anywho, let's see. I vote Zorro or Cliffhanger, says Mike. Actually, Joe Masiello just hit something. We have not watched the new episode of Osaka. Didn't even think about that. And if I bring that up, Charmy's definitely going to want to watch it because she likes that. I think I've kind of lost focus on some of those Star Wars shows. I used to love Mandalorian. We would make that like a Friday afternoon after work thing, watching Mandalorian. But I don't know, I got kind of bored with them, I guess, to some degree. So I am going to bring a few of these movies downstairs and see what Charmy wants to watch. Thanks everybody who participated. And thanks for trying to help me out, figure out which one to watch. We will see you next time on PMac Movies, where we're making PMac movies great again. Mike says cliffhanger is entertaining. You just gotta turn off your brain a bit and take it for what it is. Probably true. We'll see you guys.